Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing an update on the vandas at the end of winter. Most notably the potted vandas. I don't know how you guys are doing at this moment. It seems like spring is on the way. We are wet and kind of stormy. So anyway, let's get inside and check on these vandas. Oh, my humidifier. Ha! You guys never get to see that on. I'm actually trying to be good for once, huh? Hold on, let me close my door. All right. And of course, my humidifier is making an atrocious noise this morning. Let's just turn that off for a second. That didn't last too long, did it? Okay. So let's get to it. I don't have any lies. I do have one. I was gonna say I don't have any vandas in bloom right now, but I actually do. Just one. Let's see, the phals, after my huge neglectful period of time, are still blooming, looking beautiful as ever. All of these are fragrant. I don't have IDs on these things for some annoying reason, but not really annoying. I got them in the grocery store, and I particularly target these, the look of them, to make sure I'm getting fragrant ones. This one does have an ID, you know, and it got really shriveled. Phalaenopsis silverleaf fragrance. Oh, guys, if you guys really like strong, fresh, lemony scents, here's an update. I've had this one since 2019. Phalaenopsis Young Home Golden Pixie. Man, the fragrance has just gotten stronger and stronger as the years have gone on. And it likes to cakey for some reason. So there's that. But yeah, if you love lemon and it's very cheerful looking, this one is that one is for you, man. It really is. Really is. Take a look at it. My IKEA phal. Yeah. Anyway, on to the potted vandas. So, in winter, for me, as I have told you before, this leaf is gonna go at some point. In winter, my potted vandas look their worst. This is Vanda Moat's Hot Chocolate cross Vanda Moat's Hot Mama. Did I read that backwards? I did. And you see the rocks on top? It is not potted in lava rocks. It's potted only in this basket liner. And then I put the rocks on top to stabilize it. And until I have my roots going how I want them and where I want them, I tend to just hold it down with sticks crisscrossed on top of the basket. See the pot? This was one of my newer and is my newest vanda, and it's just in the establishment phase. I do get a lot of my orchids from Moats because they have smaller orchids that tend to be fragrant. But this is Moats Mindful Vanda Stephen Scott Young cross Moats Ruby Pixie. See? Same thing here. Noodles, pool noodles, basket liner, and lava rocks. But in the pot itself is just pool noodles and basket liner. Nothing else. So it's very light, but I keep these on the top to like hold everything in, because otherwise when you're watering it kind of just floats to the top and kind of gets annoying. Size wise, there you go. These are compact growers. So in winter, the roots can shrivel on these guys. And depending on how neglectful you are, it can shrivel a lot. And I'm showing you how this looks at the end of winter in a pot. And after having gone through my period of neglect for about 2 months, where I wasn't watering anybody at all much, because I was feeling really sick. So yeah, this is how they're still doing. Now at this time of the year, if you want, you can usually take the opportunity to just trim off dead roots. They will grow back for you in the spring. They'll branch off and they'll grow. Don't be afraid to trim off dead roots. It's not gonna kill the plant. Somebody asked me a while back how I actually grow the miniature vandas. Yeah, they're all potted the same. I wish I was in a more humid environment and warm where I could grow them bare root, but I can't. So I do what I have to do to get them to grow the way they can grow in my environment. The bigger ones will suffer the same fate if you don't water them. They do tend to wrinkle a little. I kind of wish I had more wrinkling to show you, but the other day I soaked mine literally overnight because of my neglectful period, and they ended up just fine. Nothing happened to them. Literally nothing at all. Let's look at this guy. This is Vanda Costylis Pinky, and she's the only one that I have in bloom right now. This one smells like a Neophonetia, kind of coconutty and floral. I like it a lot, although in a way, you know what? It reminds me of vitiligo, the way the color kind of comes through. See that? Look at that. It is not my favorite vanda. It really isn't. For fragrance, but it's cute and interesting, and it blooms like 2 or 3 times a year. So this one I also have in coconut core, and this one I might trim. Like if I don't see this root start to plump up, I might trim that off, because every so often I'll have a root die, like maybe once a year. I'm really surprised they're in excellent condition still, no wrinkling after everything I put them through. So yeah. Now I had one, this one, which is my favorite plant, favorite vanda scent ever. I bought it again, and this one is taking forever to establish because I got it later in the year and it's not growing roots at the rate I want it to grow, but I know it will make it till summer. Once summer comes, it'll be better. I'm gonna chop off these little wrinkly roots because they weren't good to begin with, and when my roots come in, they're usually strong, you know. This one is Varicorn Cross Morellii. You can see it's on my channel in the early days. That's what I actually touted as my favorite fragrance. Oops, let me get up. Just some leaf growth over there on my Vanda Mike Machonis. This is the one with the peachy sunset coral flowers, which you can also see on my channel here in the shorts. Doing just fine. I wish that one would hurry up and grow better roots. I don't know, it kind of always sucked since getting it, but it blooms, so I have to leave it alone. Here is Neophonetia. Wait, is this Neophonetia Pinky Peachy? What is this thing called again? Vandophonetia Peaches? What was your name? Something about peaches. I'll figure it out. Oh, and it's stuck in the pot. Yeah, Vanda Peaches, something like that. It usually blooms at this time of year. I think because of my neglect, it didn't want to. Now these, the Neophonetia crosses, can have coarser, see, potting. So I don't usually put them in the coconut core because they actually desire more moisture than my standard vandas. And that's why I have some smaller lava rocks and some of this, which is cedar wood mulch. Works perfectly, keeps them moist. Over here, Aromatica Cross Mimi Palmer. Doesn't have a name. Got this one from Plantiola Orchidea. Waiting on it to bloom, hopefully this year. I'm really just showing you the roots at this time of year, how they're doing, and after being neglected. Yeah, see? They're doing fine. This one had thrip damage at one point last year, The thrips went to the tip of the new growth, and that's what happened. That's one of the signs you have thrips, and I treated it with thiamine. Was it thiamine? No, orthine. Yeah, orthine at the time, and it was fine. But for some reason, those roots ended up getting stunted. Now in winter, I don't tend to have green root tips. Let me show you, because they just stopped growing, but didn't shrivel, you see. But the root tips do tend to go to sleep for me in the winter. We have a Vanda Thailand cross tessellata, Mimi Palmer here, also called Vanda Memorial Holland Tan. Roots looking good. Oh, almost hit my head. The problems with being tall. This guy, every year it spikes, and then the cold swings in my greenhouse causes it to blast. Grr, arg. Will I ever see Vasco Ploin Pit Prize bloom? Because it doesn't seem to want to re-spike in summer for me. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out. I just have not. One of these days, you win some, you lose some, yeah? Here, another Plantiola orchidea plant. PDA Kyra Green Mingus. See her roots going strong? But in winter, I do think my roots are the least attractive. Potted the same way. A little bit of lava rock and basket liner. Now this guy is getting ready to bloom. 2 spikes here on this lovely cross with the fabric softener flowers. Vandoglossum Pixie Star, which is a cross of Neophinitia falcata and Holcoglossum Armesianum. This is the white flowers with the pink lip. Very romantically, just beautifully feminine looking flowers, in my opinion. Anyway, another Moats offering here. This one had just started to grow roots when I got it, so I'm really hoping that it resumes. This is my coveted Moats Multiverse. I love it. This was a freebie, but I like really love it. Ooh, guys, this is not a Vanda, but gearing up to bloom this year is my beautiful Cattleya Ivanagara apple blossom. 1, 2, 3, 4 spikes. Now this year my flower count is lower because I neglected it. As you know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, plant. But she's still doing good. You can see here, this is what I hate. When my bulbs shrivel, they will plump back up in the spring and summer. I hate when that happens. Am I the only one that peels these things off? I can't stand them. I don't like it. Anyway, over here, look at the other guys. Just a quick look at their roots. This is my Vanda Moats Hot Mama. Doing good. Those were the newer roots that grew. No root tips are active at this time of year. Thankfully, it's not shriveling. This guy, the pods are dry now. I need to give them away. Yeah, so that's what's going on with the roots. I don't have many to cut off, as you can see, but every so often I'll see one that shrivels and I'll choose to cut it off. Well, they're I don't know. This year, despite being neglected, they're... Oh, here's one. Hold on. Can I show you here? Let me get in here. I'll just cut that off. This got sunburn. You actually can sunburn your roots, which is weird. But yeah, other than that, if you see little dead tips, I usually cut them off. And it really encourages the plant to go ahead and just grow better roots and grow new roots, you know? So don't be afraid to do that. So that's what's going on with the Vandas at the end of winter. I'd say this is their least attractive time of year. And to be honest, you just kind of live with it. You monitor them, and yeah, I keep them moist by watering in winter once every 7 to 10 days or so. And I do obviously give you full disclosure that sometimes I just don't get to the watering. And for me, that's what works with my schedule. And if this is something that would interest you, I would definitely recommend you give potting a chance. Not over potting though, because they're still vandas. They like the air around their roots. So guys, I hope winter is treating your plants properly, kindly. And if it's not, excuse me, give them a soak, because they definitely appreciate that. Thank you for watching. I hope your vandas are doing okay. And I can't wait to see you guys outside when I move these plants outside at the end of spring. Even though it's pretty warm right now. Is it warm where you are? Good grief, it's been really warm. Like we had almost 80 in Ohio the other day. Can you believe it? Anyway guys, thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like, sharing if this could help someone that's watching along, and consider giving it a dislike if you didn't like the video. It at least tells me what you think. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.